Welcome to War India News Hour. Indian banks are leveraging the power of blockchain technology. Banks in the country have joined hands to create a new company that will leverage the power of blockchain technology to speed up the processing of letters of credit, that is LCs. The blockchain technology creates a digital ledger by integrating data from across platforms and hardware and enables independent parties spread across the globe to share data across the network. Indian Bank's Blockchain Infrastructure Company Private Limited, that is IBBIC, is a coalition of 15 banks including ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, RBL Bank, SBI and Canara Bank joined to benefit from the transformation. The system will be based on Infosys Finacle Connect, a blockchain-based platform that enables digitization and automation of trade-related finance processes. The move is expected to eliminate paperwork, reduce transaction processing time, and offer a secure environment. Moreover, it could be a boon for medium and small-scale enterprises. The LCs are the letters from a bank that guarantee that a buyer will pay the seller on time and for the correct amount. Currently, the process of issuing an LC is relatively slow and requires human intervention to prevent frauds, authenticate transactions, and balance the ledger. Using blockchain to issue LCs would potentially solve these issues. Even elemental fraud, like the issuance of the two LCs on a single invoice, can be easily prevented with the help of this blockchain technology. Organizations are leveraging the blockchain technology to create smart contracts that remove the need for third-party administrators and evaluators. Today's supply chains are globally dispersed, with raw materials being sourced from different locations, each set of the parts being produced and assembled in different locations. The final products then need to be packaged, stored in warehouse, and delivered to the final consumers of the seller chains. It is a set of highly interconnected and interdependent activities, and an error in one step causes multiple losses to the business. So, there is a need for transparency, accountability, and real-time tracking to ensure that the processes are on track and on budget. Blockchain technology is helping supply chain management on these fronts. Secondly, for executing smart contracts, a computer code is run on top of the blockchain, whereby the parties set predefined rules beforehand. When these rules are met, the agreement is considered to be completed and it is automatically enforced. Banks and financial institutions leverage the blockchain for identity management, that is, knowing and verifying their customers, of clients, and fraud detection also. If one bank uploads the KYC of a customer on the blockchain database, other banks can access these records and save a greater amount of time in redoing the process. Let's look into today's headlines in War India. Facial recognition technology to be soon launched in India's 4 airports. The Minister of State in the Ministry of Civil Aviation, General V.K. Singh, said that the Airports Authority of India is working on FRT-based biometric boarding system as part of the first phase of Digi Yatra implementation at 4 airports, namely Varanasi, Pune, Kolkata and Vijayawada. The proposed Digi Yatra Central Ecosystem is planned to go live in March 2022. It is to be scaled up in a phased manner for adoption across various airports of the country. Registering for the Digi Yatra Central Ecosystem is optional to the passengers for availing the Digi Yatra services. Passengers would send the travel details through an app to the biometric boarding system of the respective departing airport. HBO spent over $30 million on the pilot for failed Game of Thrones prequel. According to the new book Tinderbox, HBO's Ruthless Pursuit of New Frontier by James Andrew Miller, HBO spent a massive $30 million on the pilot for cancelled Game of Thrones prequel The Long Night. The pilot episode of the unreleased Game of Thrones prequel was reportedly filmed in Northern Ireland in 2019 but was ultimately put off. However, HBO did announce that a separate series, the upcoming Game of Thrones House of the Dragon, had been given the green light. Cyberabad police raided 2 fake call centers in Delhi and Noida. The Cyberabad police said that they have busted 2 fake call centers in New Delhi and Noida and arrested 28 people for allegedly cheating citizens by posing as employees of a state-run bank and an app-based loan platform. The police team tracked down an office in Delhi which was running the fake call center, which spoofed applications and nabbed 14 from there apart from Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Similarly, the police raided a fake loan call center racket operating from Noida and arrested 14 people, including 7 women involved in 27 cases across different states. Google removes 48,594 content pieces in October 2021 in India. Google removed 48,594 pieces of content based on 24,569 complaints it received from users in October. These complaints relate to third-party content that is believed to violate local laws or personal rights on Google's significant social media intermediaries platforms. In addition to reports, it also removed 3,84,509 pieces of content in October as a result of automated detection. The content removal was done under several categories including copyright, trademark, circumvention, counterfeit, court order, and graphic sexual content. Infosys chairman says crypto can bring about financial inclusion. Nandan Nilekani, chairman of Infosys, said that crypto assets are worth considering and can be used to bring about more financial inclusion. Nilekani's comments come at a time when India's federal government is planning to discourage trading in cryptocurrencies by imposing hefty capital gains and is also looking to classify crypto as an asset class. He added that crypto is not suitable for transactions because of its high transaction costs and volatility. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VAR India News Magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.